All right, for math today, we are learning a new way to multiply numbers. Before we start the new way, I'm going to review one with distributive property, just so we can remember what that is. When I write, you write. All right, let's do 18 times 5. So far this week, we have been breaking apart our larger two-digit number into two pieces that we can use to multiply. So, Cadence, what would be my first step?
To break the 18 up.
Yep. So I'm going to have 5 times, and I want to think of two numbers that I can use to make 18 easy to work with. Madeline?
8 and 10.
8 and 10. 10 is my favorite if I can make it 10 because it's easy to multiply. So now we know we do 5 times 10 and 5 times 8, which we have been rewriting as this, right, on our practice sheet. What is 5 times 10? Angie?
50.
50. And what is 5 times 8? Hayden?
5 times 8 is 40.
40. So 50 plus 40, who's got my final answer? Josiah?
90.
90. All right. Now I want everyone to cap their markers and watch me do the same exact problem in our new way. Okay? So the same exact problem, I'm even going to leave that up there.
We just know
Shh. Voice is off, just watch. Okay, then the second one you're going to try with me. 18 times 5 again. Okay? New method. Here we go. You are going to make a box. And we have 1 digit and a 2-digit number. So my 1 digit goes over here. And then I have 2 digits. I'm going to draw a line. Now we start to think about expanded form. Remember when we write a number out in expanded form?
No.
What is the value actually of that 10? I just said it. Angie?
10.
10. That 1 is really a 10.
You gave it away.
So I can put a 10 here. What's the value of this 8? Quentin?
8.
8. Just an 8.
You just told us again.
All right. So, did I write 18 in expanded form right here?
Yes.
I hope you're all paying attention. 10 plus 8 is 18. Now this is the magic of the area model. I find the numbers that drag to the same box. So I have a 10 times a 5. What would my answer be? Hayden?
50.
50. Same thing over here. 5 and my 8 meet right here. What would my answer be? Josiah?
40.
40. Something seeming familiar?
Yes. Yeah, no.
Can I add these two numbers?
Yep.
Yeah. Angie, what do I get?
90.
90.
And you did it the same. You just did a bar.
It would be 100 number. It was 50.
Okay. Voice is off. Angie, I was about to ask that question. You just started blurting out. What is similar about these two? I want everyone to really take a deep look at them. What's the same? What's the same? Cadence? Okay, we end up with the same numbers. I have my 10, my 8, my 5. Those all look the same. I got a 50 and a 40 and ended at a 90. So how is it different? Angie?
It was like you did into a box.
I can just make a box.
Yeah.
Is it a little easier to think this through? Now, I know we've only done one. How do you guys feel about the box method right now?
Good.
Good? Okay, this time you're all going to try it with me. So erase your boards,
Do it by yourself.
unpack your markers.
Do a big number.
Can we stop interrupting, please? Erase your boards, and we will all do this one together. All right, this time we will do 8 times 36. 8 times 36. So write that at the top. Now, we could solve this using distributive property, but today I'm teaching you a new way, and we're working on it for 3 days, okay? So if you're not getting it today, you have 3 days to master this. All right, we need to make our area model. We have 1 digit, and then we have 2 digits. So our model has 1 digit on the side, and then we have to split the top into 2 because I have 2 digits here.
Didn't you put a times sign next to the 8?
You don't even have to. Up at the top, the 36, we basically need to write in expanded form. So what is the value of that 3? I didn't mess up this time. Cadence?
30.
30. So 30 goes above one box. What's the value of my 6? Madeline?
6.
Just a 6.
You just told us.
All right, now does anyone remember my next step? What do I do after I get my table set up? Angie?
It's a 30, so it has a 0. So you cover up the 0, and then you multiply those numbers, and this.
So you're saying I multiply these numbers because they come together in that box?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So if I cover my 0, Angie, what will I get?
24.
24?
And then you add the 0, and it's 20.
I should only hear Angie's voice. Okay, nice job explaining that. Can someone explain how I find the number for this box? Josiah?
8 times 6.
8 times 6, right? They cross and meet here, which is what? Bump it on.
48.
48. What's my last step? Okay, I have partial products. It's not the full product. They're in pieces. What do I need to do to get the entire product? Madeline?
Add them.
Add them together. So when they're like this, you might want to stack them. Make sure you get your place values lined up. One thing that helps me, I usually always put my biggest number on the top. It just helps me keep it straight. So you add it up, check my work for me. I am getting thumbs ups here in class. Hopefully you at home are getting the same answer, 288. Nice job. Any questions up to this point about what we're doing? All right, we're going to add another layer.
Yes.
All right, erase your board. Chloe.
My pen doesn't work. That means I have to stab it all.
There you go. All right, next problem. Copy the problem down, and then I don't want you to freak out. I just want you to think. Here's our problem. Write it down. Write it down and turn your brain on and think it through. The first thing I'm going to ask you to think about is how is this problem different than the other two we've done? It's a little bit different. Cadence?
Because they're 2 different numbers.
Yeah, both of my numbers have 2 digits. Does anyone have a wild guess at what we might need to do? Aiden?
You need to put 20.
So before we had to split the 2-digit number up in its place values, right? Do you think we need to do the same for both numbers? Yes, we do. So just watch me make my grid and copy it down. This time, you know, I have 2 in the top. I also have 2 on the side.
What?
This is how you can think of this. If I have 4 digits up here, I need to have 4 boxes. This is our first one. No panicking allowed. Just work through it with me, and then your brain will start to go, oh. All right. Our first number is 24. If I split that up into expanded form, which 2 numbers would I have? Noah?
You should put the 10 on top and then the 8 on the other side of it.
All right, let's start with the 24 first for me.
Oh, so on the side of the box, you're going to put 20 and then the bottom you're going to put 4.
Okay, 20 and a 4. It doesn't matter which order. Doesn't matter. I could have put my 20 here and my 4 here.
You can put them in the box, right?
Not in the box.
What?
These go on the outside of the box. In the box is where we multiply and find our answer. Any questions where I got this 20 and 4? Okay, you need to be honest and ask them now if you do. Okay? Now across the top, we already did this number. Our other number is 18. How do I split that up into its place values? Quentin?
You're going to split it up into 10 and 8.
Excellent. So 10 on one side, 8 on the other.
Okay, that was confusing.
Just wait. This is our first example. All right. Once we have set up our problem, all we do is see where numbers meet in different boxes. So right up here, the 10 and the 4 meet right here. What is 10 times 4? Hayden?
40.
40. So I write a 40. Now I match 10 and 20. They match up in this box. Do you see that? What is 10 times 20? Angie? Cover our ones first.
200.
Good. All right, now on this side, my 8 and my 4 meet in this box. What is 8 times 4, Noah? 32. And last but not least, this 8 and this 20 meet here. What do I get for 8 times 20? Think of 8 times 2, Cadence?
160.
Excellent. Okay, now based on what we did previously, what do you think my last step will be, Josiah?
Adding all the together.
We need to add up all these partial products. It's not the full product till we add them up. So I need to add. I'm going to do my biggest numbers first because that's how I like to arrange my numbers.
Oh my gosh.
Stack them up and add them. Check my work when you're done. I am getting some thumbs ups. Hopefully you at home are able to give me a thumbs up, which means I did make a silly mistake. But 432 seems to be the right answer. So if you didn't get that answer and all of these numbers were correct, it probably was a silly mistake in your addition. Quentin. Oh, you're good. Okay. At this point, do we have any questions on this new method? We're going to do a few more examples. Once we do a few, you'll get the hang of it. Madeline?
How do you know what it equals when you just follow where it goes?
Say that one more time.
How do you know what it equals when you follow where it goes, or is it just to put it in the right box?
So I can arrange these any way I want to. It doesn't matter on the sides. As long as I keep these digits on the same side and these digits on the same side, then I just have to make sure where I cross my numbers, I multiply and put an answer in that box. So if you still don't understand after the next one, Madeline, let me know. Oh, my microphone has not been on. Okay.
You just now
Hold
noticed
on.
that?
Yeah, it's too loose and it hits my badge. Okay. Next example, erase your boards if you didn't already. Okay, make sure you're working with me. Your brain is very engaged in this, so you get it. Here's our next problem.
Put your thinking cap on.
Yes.
42 times. What? Another one with 18?
Oh, we just did 18. Let me do,
20.
let's do 23. 42 times 23. 42 times 23. Now, we know since it's a two-digit by a two-digit number, we need a grid
A 4 box.
of 4 boxes.
4 box. The window. It's a window.
All right. It's just my habit. You can choose how you want to do it. I always put the first number on the side. It doesn't matter. You could put the first number on the top. It really doesn't matter. All right, how do I break apart my 42 into its place values? Angie?
You put a 40 and then a 2.
Excellent. So I've got a 40 on one box, a 2 here.
Does it matter what order you put it in?
Nope. As long as you keep the 40 and the 2 on the same side, it doesn't matter. All right, my 23, how do I break that apart? Quentin?
The 40, the 43?
The 23.
I'm going to take that 2, make it a 20, and that 3, and make it a 3.
Perfect. Okay. That's the whole setup. You got the whole setup done. Any questions about how to set that up? Okay. What do I do now? Madeline?
40 plus 20
Not plus.
times.
It's 4. So Madeline, if I cover my zeros, 4 times 2 is?
8,
And then how many zeros?
2.
Good. So 800 first.
Oh, I did this.
What are we going to do to solve this box? Chloe?
You're going to times the 2 and a 20.
Okay. Which would be what?
40.
40. Nice job. All right. We're moving over here. 40 times 3.
Wait, what was that one? The 40?
Because we had 20 times 2.
Oh.
Right? Cadence? 40 times 3.
112.
Close. 120. Because we know 4 times 3 is 12. We had covered 1 0. And our last box. Who's got it for me? Josiah?
2 times 3 is 6, so it's 6.
Excellent. All right. These are called partial products because we found pieces of the full product. Remember, that's the answer. How do we find the total product? Last step. How do we find our total product? Noah?
Add them all together.
Add them all together. So, stack them up, add them up. You know, sometimes if you have a 40 and a 6, I will just smush those together and make it a 46. You can do things like that. Check my work. Sometimes Mrs. Hare makes silly mistakes. Not today. I'm seeing some right answers. Nice job, everyone. Excellent work. Hopefully you're getting this at home as well. All right, everyone in our classroom is giving me the thumbs up, which means my answer looks correct.
Yeah.
All right, the next one we're going to try, I am going to have you get started by yourself.
Yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Howe. All right, erase your boards. Erase, erase, erase. So I will help you get it set up, and then I'm going to pause and let you think about it and try it on your own. Okay, we all ready?
Sure.
All right. Quentin, give me 1 digit.
1.
Hayden, give me 1 digit.
23.
1 digit.
24.
A digit is 1,
One number.
0 through 9. 4. All right. Zoe, give me 1 digit. Can't be 1 or 4. Just 1 number, 1 digit.
2.
Cadence, give me 1 digit.
9.
All right.
Thank you.
So that is your problem. You all just created it. Now you're going to solve it. We know the first step. First step, make your 4x4 grid, your area model.
Why did they have to put this thing?
Now I will let you give it a try. Those of you at home, go ahead and get a head start. See if you can break apart your numbers into place value and fill in the grid and then add up to find your answer. We'll go over it in about maybe a minute or 2.
It's how you multiply it. That's confusing.
If 4 trig was easy, you'd be impressed.
It's hard. What's it hard?
It's not the value.
Not harder than.
What's the
It's
value
definitely
of
not
the
harder than college.
College is more
So
extreme.
on 29, what's the value
Yeah.
of 2? So you need to put a 20.
What numbers in college? I mean, letters in college.
All right, I am only going to add the numbers to the sides. So if you're struggling with that, I'll give you a hint on that part.
Good.
Because 10 plus 4 is 14, right? We did expanded form. But if those plus signs confuse you, I will just get rid of them. And then add the zeros.
It's just how we multiply.
Okay. So it's like a grid. So these two meet here, right? The 20 goes down to here and crosses over the one. So what we see, so this box is the class between this 10 and this 9, right? That's where they meet. All right, I'm gonna start the next step. You guys keep checking with me. So first up in this top box, I know I'm multiplying 20 times 10. So cover my zeros. 2 times 1 is 2. Add 2 zeros. Down in this box, this is where the 20 meets the 4. So 20 times 4 is 80. In this box, I know my 9 meets my 10. 9 times 10 is 90. And in the bottom box, 9 times 4, 36. So our last step is adding them up. So stack them and add them. I'm going to stack them and add them, and you can check your work with mine. If you're not done, finish, and then check your work.
Put the highest ones. You put 280 then.
Yeah.
It's really more about like 3 digits.
Oh.
The biggest amount of digits I always put at the top. Oops.
Good job.
Yay.
Ooh, all right, we're getting some thumbs ups. If you're not quite done yet, finish first.
Yay.
Finish first if you're not done.
Can we do a harder one?
Maybe after we have spells. All right, those of you at home, thanks for joining me. We will be working on this the next 2 days. So if you're not quite there yet, you will get there soon. See you later.